breaking news we're following for you from Syracuse overnight as police have evicted the Occupy protesters along South Salina Street. 7 people were arrested overnight while you were sleeping. Police say they did not resist arrest. Police have just released the names of the 7 people arrested. You see them listed here on your screen. They are all charged with illegally building a tent in a public place. Our Brennan Roth's been following this story for us from downtown Syracuse. He's live along South Salina Street. And Brennan, can you give us a sense as to what the scene is there this morning?
Well, police came in here very early this morning, about 3:30 this morning, and took down the Occupy Syracuse encampment. And they also arrested 7 of the protesters who decided to be arrested peacefully, charged them with violation, ticketed them for having a tent without a permit in a public place. And right now, what used to be Occupy Syracuse is now back here on South Salina is gone, replaced by concrete, and the old bus stop has returned here. The only sign of Occupy Syracuse is the police tape, which they still have put up around here if you can get a shot of that. We do have with us this morning one of those protesters who was arrested, John Gray. John, you were arrested this morning, ticketed. Tell us about how that arrest went down with you and the other protesters.
I had just put down my head to take a little bit of a nap, and they encircled the encampment actually pretty incredibly quickly, and came in, told those of us who didn't want to be arrested that we needed to move to the other side of the street. Several of us chose to stay and didn't want to give up what we had built here, and they took us in.
Now, we were talking, you're saying that though Occupy Syracuse encampment is down, the Occupy Syracuse movement is by no means over.
Yeah, Occupy Syracuse was never about having tents. Occupy Syracuse is an idea. Occupy Syracuse is a group of people getting together to give the people of Syracuse a voice. So Occupy hasn't changed in any way except that we don't have nice pretty tents to live in anymore. The occupiers are still in the same spot they were.
Yeah.
Right.
A bunch of them have come back, right? And you guys intend to come back here.
And we intend to stay. I've said before that this occupation is 24/7, 365 until they change or they shoot me, and we're going to keep coming back. It was incredibly disappointing to me that Mayor Minor, after we had been here 100 days, decided to start giving us trouble about propane and all of the fire safety issues they brought up, and that when we complied with all of their everything the fire department asked us to do, in fact they came twice today to inspect the camps, and we got a clean bill of health when she was no longer able to bring us in under the pretense that we had illegal propane, that she charged us with having an illegal temporary structure, when we met with her several times, and several other agencies, and they never gave us the indication that that a permit was even necessary.
Right. And that was the reason. Thanks, John, for joining us this morning. The Occupy Syracuse movement here, the encampment is gone, but as you heard here, protesters say the movement lives on. We're live in downtown Syracuse this morning. Brandon Roth for Today in Central New York.